Welcome back to the next class, that is Strategic Management CA Intermediate Class 2, Lesson 1, Class 2. If in case you did not watch my previous class, make sure you watch previous class, then watch this class, because the second class you won't be able to understand unless you already have understood the first class. First class, I gave an introduction of strategic management, and I also explained about what is strategy and what is strategic management, and what also is the difference between management and strategic management. I clearly explained in my previous class, that is first class. So this is Brics Academy Director. Uh, this class is strategic management, lesson 1, class 2. Okay, now this material, if in case you would like to have, call on these numbers, we will be able to provide this material. And you can also buy these classes for CA Intermediate Strategic Management January exam or May exam 2026. Anything is fine, right? Okay, now fourth point, the second class I'm continuing, that is fourth point we have, that is what are the levels at strategic management. So first of all, let us have a quick recap of what I explained in my last class. The last class I said, what is actually strategy? Strategy is a long-term action plan that will help us to achieve competitive advantage. What is a competitive advantage? Competitive advantage is all about performing business activities better than others. When there is a competition, we must be able to do things better than others. Strategic management is all about formulation of strategies, implementation of strategies, and evaluation of strategies. So strategic management main objective is to make sure that we study business environment and we find complexities and we find opportunities, we find threats, etc. If there are opportunities, we will have strategies to grab them. If there are threats, we will have strategies to face them. If there are strengths, we will have strategies to use them. If there are weaknesses, we will have strategies to minimize them. This is all about studying the business environment and making sure that we formulate strategies. So strategic management is about formulation, implementation, and evaluation. Strategy is about a long-term action plan. It gives you a game plan, so on and so forth. In previous class we studied. Otherwise you just watch previous class once and start watching this class. Okay. All right, shall we start now? So the question is, when strategy is a long-term action plan, who actually formulates strategies? Strategies will be formulated in any company by 3 levels. First of all, before I use the word 3 levels, strategies are generally formulated by top level managers. These top level managers are also called senior level managers. The senior level managers will be taking care of the entire group. They do not formulate strategies for a particular branch. They do not formulate strategies for a particular department. Instead, they formulate strategies for the entire organization. So there are 3 levels when it comes to strategic management. The first one, if you see in the material, that is corporate level managers, business level managers, functional level managers. Let us understand one thing. Suppose if you are a company, you have got board of directors. If you are a company, you have got board of directors, you have got managing director, you have got top level managers, CEO, CFO, etc., etc. So let us look at this first. See this. If you are at one second. Okay, if you are at this one, let's say Tata is the business, Tata is the company. In this Tata company, you have got, let's say, CEO, you have got managing director, you have got board of directors. Okay, these are all senior level managers. These senior level managers who actually design strategies for the entire organization, we call them as corporate level group. So top level managers at the head office, chief executive officer, managing director, board of directors, chief financial officer, all these people, we call it as senior level managers. These senior level managers, we call them as corporate level managers. So Tata Group is divided into so many businesses if you see carefully. So we have got Tata Motors, we have got Tata Steel, we have got Tata Power, so on and so forth. Like this, so many businesses we have. So Tata Motors is one business unit. Tata Steel is one business unit under Tata. Tata Power is one business unit. Like this, there are 10 to 11 groups in 10 to 11 business entities in Tata. Okay. So this is called business level. That means every business is given to a particular manager. Every business, like Tata Motors, we will have one CEO. Tata Steel will have one CEO. Tata Power will have one CEO. So the entire group is managed by board of directors, chairman. You have also even chairman, CEO, MD, like depending on the company positions. Then every group has got businesses. Each business is given to a manager called business level manager. Common sense you apply now. Corporate level managers will design strategies for the entire group. They decide what resources we need. They decide what strategies we need to follow. They decide what business we need to expand. Everything they only decide. Point clear? Okay. Next one. So every business has business level manager. He's independent. He takes care of the business. He formulates strategies for business level. Then every business and all businesses, every business is not connected to only this business, every business, okay, overall, every business will be managed by human resource. Every business is managed by finance department. Every business is managed by marketing. Every business is managed by production department. Every business, you may have R&D, you may have IT, information technology systems, etc. So you have got information technology team, you have got HR team, you have got finance team, you have got marketing team, you have got production team, you have got research and development. These are all, understand, human resource is a function, finance is a function, marketing is a function, production is a function, R&D is a function. These four functions will support businesses. These four functions will support businesses. So this is called functional level. So if you see carefully, corporate level managers will prepare strategies for the entire group. Business level managers will prepare strategies for his particular business. Yes, understood? Clear? And the functional level managers will prepare strategies for each function. So now understand, in company language, different companies will have different designations. So here, let's say if Tata Group head is called CEO, this person, Tata Motors president, can be there. Okay. And here vice president, he can be vice president HR. So CEO, president, vice president, or chairman, CEO. Suppose if this group is called chairman, then here they can call business manager as a CEO Tata Motors, CEO Tata Steel, CEO Tata Power. And if that designation is used for this one, then you will have president, HR, president. When I say these terms are, these designations are for the entire group. Understand carefully. I'm not talking about HR manager of a department or a branch. I'm talking about HR manager of the entire Tata Group. I'm talking about finance manager of entire Tata Group, marketing manager of entire. So I'm not talking about branch people. I'm talking about the entire group. That's why these three people together we call them as senior level managers. These three people together we call them as what? Senior level managers. Is my point clear? Now let's move on to the this one material. Yes. Understood? How many levels we have? 3 levels. What are those 3 levels? First one, corporate level, top level managers. They focus on growth and expansion. Growth in the sense, okay, I mean, growth and expansion in the sense, what business, what new businesses we need to start? Where do we expand? What markets we need to serve? What new product and services we have to start, etc. Diversification, growth, expansion. Business level manager implement corporate level strategies and formulate strategies for at business level. So corporate level manager, that is top level managers at head office, including board of directors, chairman, managing director, these people will be designing strategies for the entire group. Business level managers will be designing strategies. Business level managers will be designing strategies for his particular business. Functional level managers will provide information to corporate level managers, business level managers, and ensure corporate level strategies and business level strategies are implemented successfully. So that's why you see they provide information and implement strategies. Crystal clear, simplified material it is. And I'm telling you, examiner will not appreciate if you write too general language. This kind of a subjects, make sure you try to use the words which are used in the textbook. Sentence formation need not be exactly how it is there in the textbook, but the terms you have to use. All right, that is clear. Okay, how many levels we have? 3 levels. So those 3 levels in the same material at last I provided, because I'm following exactly your institute material. I'm following exactly your institute material. So we have, I'll come back the other pages. So right now, let us, since we started levels of strategic management, let us finish those levels of strategic management. See here. If you look at the material, if you have the material, that is page number 12. Page number 12. Yes. See that a typical large organization having many products and businesses like Tata, Reliance, Wipro, these people have got many products, no? Multi businesses, multi divisions. Is a Tata problem is it's not about businesses. Tata is there in every state in India, every district in India, and there are more than 30 countries it is there. So it is multi businesses, multi products, multi markets, multi nations also it is there. So do you think one person can manage such business? Even if he manages, he needs a support. Now look at this chart, which is given in your textbook only. At head office, Tata head office may, I said Tata head office may, you will find the CEO, senior executive, board of directors, all corporate staff. And division one is, let's say, Tata Motors, Tata Power, Tata Steel. So each business is given to one manager. Each business is given to one manager. That manager will take care of that particular business. That means corporate level manager says, guys, let us start education business. Then one division will be school, one division will be university, like this. Let us start textile. So textile is one business, education is one business, banking is one business, software is one business, like this. You got my point? Now these two, like every business will function only with the help of supportive functions. Like you cannot run cement business, you cannot run Tata Motors business, you cannot run automobile business or any business without the help of functions. Understand carefully. First lesson, if you have understood or if you could understand, trust me, you will be able to understand the heart and soul of strategic management. So, but I'm telling you, there might be certain terms where interpretation will go wrong. This is the problem. Strategic management and group one law paper, these subjects look easy, but the interpretation you misunderstand means gone case. If you misunderstand gone case, you won't be able to understand anything. So be very careful. Understood? So so every business needs a support of the function. Like suppose here one function is, let's say HR is one function, let's say finance is one function, let's say marketing is one function. So each function is given to one person. So suppose if my head office person is called CEO, this person can be called as President Tata Motors. This person can be called as Vice President Tata Motors. Suppose if this man is called chairman and this man can be called as CEO Tata Motors, this man can be called as President HR, President Finance, etc. You understood my point? So how many levels? So my question is, what do you mean by levels of strategic management? Understand concept. CA people simply will not make you CA unless and until you understood concept. It is not about completion of the syllabus. It is about understanding the concept and crystal clear clarity you have, then you will be able to understand any question. And you must correlate this subject with regular business activities. Because if you see the previous paper, almost some 30% of the question paper, they're asking some realistic real-time situations and ask you to answer questions. So you must pay attention to the surrounding business activities which are going on also. So when I explain, make sure you understand, you connect it to regular business activities. Got it? Yes or no? Okay. So now look at this. If company provides several different kinds of products, it often duplicates this function. That means if company has so many products and so many centers, 101% company must be able to have different divisions. Understood? Now second one is, what is corporate level manager? So today's class, let us understand clearly who exactly formulates strategies. There are 3 levels. What are those levels? Corporate level managers who will formulate strategies for the entire organization. Common sense would apply. He will decide the business. He will mobilize the resources. He will decide expansion. He will decide growth. He will decide new market. He will decide new businesses, etc., etc. And he is the one who has to take care of the shareholders. He is the one who has to take care of the shareholders. That means shareholders have invested seeing these people only. And these people must be accountable, responsible for investors. If they do not grow the business, then there is no growth for investors. When there is no growth for investors, then these people failed. Then there should be a replacement. So having strategy is easy. You think, no, you must think about future growth. So strategic management is not about current situation. Strategic management management is all about future situation. What kind of an organization you would like to have, what kind of a growth you would like to have, what kind of a vision, what kind of expansion you want to have, etc., etc. See carefully, these individuals, look at this, these individuals participation, strategic decision making means long-term decision making. Yes. And role of corporate to oversee the development of strategies for the whole organization. I mean, they not only provide strategies for the entire organization, they also make sure the strategies are prepared at every level. Strategies are prepared at every level. Is my point clear? Next one, you see, the role includes defining vision, mission, goals, objectives, etc., and allocate resources, mobilize resources, formulating and implementing strategies, providing leadership. See those points? Who are these corporate level people? They take strategic decisions, the decisions which are meant for future growth. They make sure all the strategies are implemented not only at one level, but all the levels. They design the vision, they design the mission, they set vision, mission. We did not study what is vision, what is mission. I'm going to explain in the next class. In the first chapter syllabus only we have. They decide vision, they decide mission, they decide goals, objectives, they decide businesses. See here, what businesses we need to do. Then once you have, like I told you, corporate level manager will say, okay, guys, let's start automobiles. Then when he has decided to do automobiles, then business level manager will say, sir, in automobile industry, four-wheeler is profitable, two-wheeler is profitable, lorry is profitable, etc., etc. Okay, business level managers will decide the product. Understood? And then what? So they not only decide the business, they allocate resources and they provide leadership. Understood? Next one, you see, they provide organization level view strategy, what they want to achieve, They clearly tell business level managers, boss, in automobile industry, I want to achieve this. In textile industry, I want to achieve this. In banking industry, I want to achieve this. So we have decided to start software business, textile business, cement business, automobile business. In all businesses, I want to achieve this. Okay, they will allocate functions to business level managers. Then next one, you see, they provide a link between people and strategic development. That means they make sure shareholders growth. So every decision that is taken by corporate level manager will be always keeping in mind the growth for shareholders. Growth for whom? Shareholders. Next one, they are the guardians of shareholders' welfare, and their responsibility is to ensure corporate business strategies are consistent with shareholders' growth. So last 3 points, if you see, corporate level manager, overall, you see, and now I'm summarizing overall this corporate level manager scenario. They take strategic decision. Strategic decision making is basically the decision making which puts company in the future in a better position. Remember, there is no watertight compartment, to use the language here. So it is a management paper, but technical terms you have to use. And they ensure they develop strategies at all levels. They decide vision, mission, objectives, and goals. They decide the business. They mobilize resources. They make sure these are implemented, and they become leader and oversee everything. Understood? They decide what they want to achieve. They inform business. They communicate their vision statement to business level managers, saying that, boss, this is what you are supposed to achieve. And they are the people who actually think about growth for the shareholders, growth for the investors, etc., etc. Understood now? If anything happens in the company, they are responsible to explain to whom? Shareholders. They are responsible to explain to whom? Shareholders. Understood? Next one, you see, business level manager. I said in Tata Group of Industry, I said Tata head office you will find corporate level managers. Then Tata has got several distinct businesses like Tata Motors, Tata Steel, Tata Power. Each business is called strategic business unit. I repeat, each business is called strategic business unit. That means Tata Motors is one strategic business unit. Tata Power is one strategic business unit. Each business has its own challenges. Each business has its own problems. Each business has its own issues. Therefore, one strategy for all the businesses will not work. Overall, I can think of expanding the business. Overall, I can think of growth for my company being a corporate level manager. But being a manager of a particular business, I should think about achieving competitive advantage in that particular business. If I'm a manager for Tata Motors, I must ensure Tata Motors will have a competitive advantage in the market. If I'm a manager for Tata Steel, I must ensure Tata Steel will have a competitive advantage in the market. So business level manager main objective is to, as a head of the business, is an independent. As a head of the business is an independent. He's given resources by corporate level managers. He's given vision by corporate level manager. He must develop strategies for his own business and make sure he implements strategies according to the corporate level managers. Whatever intention that corporate level managers have, business level managers must. Corporate level manager has thought of expansion strategies. Business level manager in Tata Steel must think about expansion plans. Understood? See there, they translate general statement of direction and intent of corporate level manager. Business level manager are concerned with strategies of specific to particular business. They're independent. And we also have a structure called strategic business unit structure that we will see in other lessons. So who's this strategic business level manager? He's a self-contained business division, means independent division. He's appointed, he's given resource. He's appointed as a manager for that business. He's given resources. He's given vision, mission, objectives for that business. And he's asked to implement strategies, develop strategies, and make sure overall this fellow's main objective is what? He has to achieve competitive advantage. He has to achieve what? Competitive advantage. That means every business level manager must ensure they implement business level strategies in line with corporate level strategies. And that means business level strategy must be in sync with corporate level strategies. And they ensure every business will achieve some competitive advantage. Every business will achieve some competitive advantage. So my point clear? Next, functional level manager. I told you very clearly, no business can function independently. If I'm a steel business, I need HR manager, I need finance manager, I need R&D manager, I need production manager, I need IT manager. That means every piece of activity has to be conducted by functional level manager. So if I want my business to be successful, somebody has to coordinate with me, somebody has to cooperate with me, somebody has to provide information to me, somebody has to implement what I've decided. Simple logic. Let us understand, if business level manager has decided to make his business low cost, then finance manager has to support, production manager has to support. If a finance manager and production manager is not supporting, how business level manager will implement a strategy in his business and make production low cost? Suppose a business level manager wanted to diversify the business, means he wants to launch new products. If a business level manager wants to launch new products in his business, new cars, new models, etc., then research and development manager must support. No, research and development team support, finance department should, marketing department should support. Marketing departments should support. So unless and until you have a support of the functional level managers, it is pretty difficult for you to implement business level strategies and corporate level strategies. So three key points here, three key points for functional level managers. See there, they perform specific functions like HR, production development, customer service, etc., etc. Functional manager has a responsibility confined to his function. They develop functional strategies like HR strategies, etc. They make sure the strategic objectives of business level managers and corporate level managers will be implemented. Next one, they provide information. So that means whenever corporate level manager wanted to take a decision, whenever business level manager wanted to take a decision, they need information. Actually, on the field, on the ground, who's there? On the field, on the ground, in the market, who's there? Marketing manager. So that means marketing manager has to provide information. What are the expectations of the customer? Once marketing manager provides expectations of the customer, since he is in touch with the customer, then business level manager, corporate level manager will be able to take effective decisions. So the decision making power of whom? Corporate level manager, business level manager is ultimately dependent on functional level managers. So three things they do: they provide information, they cooperate with implementation of strategies, they coordinate, etc., etc. So real executors of the strategies are who in any company? Functional level managers. See their next one. Functional level managers generate important ideas. Important ideas to whom? Because functional level managers are actually the people who are on the ground. Marketing manager is the one who's actually working. HR manager, marketing manager, finance manager, production manager, R&D manager, right? These are the people who are actually interacting with the stakeholders, customers. These are the people who are actually interacting with the employees. These are the people who are actually interacting with the government. So all the stakeholders of the business are actually interacted by whom? Functional level managers. Therefore, functional level managers will provide information, will provide cooperation, will provide coordination, will give ideas, will ensure corporate level, business level strategies are implemented. Understood? Yes or no? So therefore, last one is, therefore they play a key role in execution of corporate and business level plans. Understood now? I'm telling you, strategic management looks like theory. Sometimes many students are telling me, sir, some points are like repeat. No, they are not repetitive in nature. Key points you have to hold. I clearly mentioned very clearly, business level managers, functional level managers will business level managers, functional level managers will ensure corporate level manager decisions are implemented. Understood? So corporate level managers will design strategies for the entire organization. Business level managers will design strategies for business, and functional level managers will provide ideas, will provide information, will coordinate, cooperate, and help corporate level, business level managers to implement. The real people who are actually executing strategies. Best example I said. If a business level manager wanted to go for diversification, which means he wanted to go for diversification or low cost, etc., then functional level managers have to support. So you cannot expect business level managers, corporate level managers being successful without the support of whom? Functional level managers. Understood? These three levels will use different structures. Different structures. These structures, we have a separate lesson. The fifth lesson we are going to study, but here just understand introduction here. Understand is some introduction is there. This introduction anyway, you don't understand this unless and until you understand structures in that lesson. You understand structures in that lesson. So overall, what I said, who formulate strategies there? Who formulate strategies? Three levels. Who are those three levels? Corporate level, functional level, business level. Corporate level, functional level, and business level strategies. Corporate level, business level, and functional level strategies. So yesterday we finished strategic management importance. Correct? Yes. Okay. Levels I explained now. Understood? Levels I clearly explained. Now let us understand one more small concept in first chapter, that is whether strategy is partly proactive or reactive. Whether strategy is proactive. So first of all, you need to study like this. Whether strategy is proactive or reactive. Simple language I'll use first of all, because that is the problem. Language is the main issue in strategic management. And practice writing. How to practice writing, how to solve answers, I will give you proper, though ICA has given model answers, but I'll properly summarize the answer and give you. Don't worry. If you want to be successful in the business, or if you want to grow in business, or if you want to achieve whatever strategy that you have, you must follow two important actions. You must follow two important actions. So now let us understand. Let us directly go to chart. It is there in the textbook also as it is. So it says company strategy. This is company strategy. Let's say I want to become number one. Assume. This is company strategy. Actual strategy. See, their actual strategy means company has decided to become number one in the market, or company wants to increase market share, or company wants to reach this position, that position, etc. So this is actual strategy. Actual strategy, in my example, simple example I'm taking. Let's say company has decided to become number one. Let's say company has decided to achieve something, or company has decided to become a global company. Company has decided to have business across all the states, like this. So your strategy could be anything. You want to increase number of customers by so and so, etc. Whatever. So you have some strategy. Like you want to achieve competitive advantage. You want to be better in the market. Something like this. Understood now? Now let's see that. So to reach this strategy, understand the chart carefully. I'm telling you, in strategic management, if there is a question that involves chart, please draw it. If you don't draw it, I'm telling you, almost 70% of the marks will be cut off, because strategic management usually is explained with the help of charts. So as better as you can, please write charts, draw charts. Okay, now look at the left hand side. This point you see, it says company uses its experience, company uses its knowledge, company uses its resources, company uses its strengths, company is aware of the minimum weaknesses, company has some experience all this while, company has some capabilities, company has some capacities, company has some knowledge, company has some experience. Every company has some experience. So you have decided to reach number one position. You have some resources, you have some capabilities, you have strengths, you have some strengths. Now understand carefully. Using my strengths and capabilities, I need to reach number one position. That is the point. Understood? Using my strengths and weaknesses, I need to reach number one position. I want to reach number one position. So my strategy is achieving number one position. To achieve this number one position, what I'm supposed to do, I have to use my strengths. I have to use my resources. So this box clearly says what? Company should use resources. Company should use experiences. Whatever experience company has, whatever capability company has, whatever weakness company has, it has to be. Weakness will not be used. Weakness, if you are aware of your weakness, you have to minimize. That is the meaning of that. That means company is aware of experience. So simple logic here. This is like in order to understand others, first you need to understand yourself. So first of all, you need to understand your strength, your experience, your weaknesses, your capabilities, what you can do, what you're capable of doing. That is very important. Based on that, you have decided to achieve some number one position. Based on that, you have decided to achieve number one position. Clear? Spend some time. Always in CA, if you spend more time on any chapter, you will get new ideas, new understanding. I mean, better understanding. When you have that better understanding, you can use that better understanding to answer any question. So that maturity level will be easily shown in the exam. Because if you have mugged up the syllabus, if you have read the syllabus and you're trying to memorize that and trying to write whatever is there, you will not be able to successful in this. So be very careful. So you should be very spontaneous in writing the answers based on the concept. That is the point. Okay, now let us see. To reach this number one position, having my experience and capabilities, what should I do? First one, proactive strategic elements. Proactive in the sense, you have to start something doing, you have to start something new. You have to start something new. Obviously, if you really want to achieve a position which you never achieved before, then you have to start doing something new. Being a first mover, you have to do something new. See there, new initiatives along with ongoing activities. What I'm supposed to do, I have to do. How I'm teaching, I have to teach. Regular teaching of the syllabus, I have to do. In addition to that, something new I have to do so that I will be able to attract the students. Maybe sometimes I have to dance in the class, I have to sing in the class. Yes, I have to do some comedy. Yes, this is how we teachers are so constrained to do something in the class because students cannot be retained in CA classes for about 3-4 hours, right? I don't know online classes, it may be possible or not possible, but I'm telling you. So when I want to reach number one position, a position which I have decided to achieve, I need to do some proactive actions. Proactive actions are nothing but new actions. Something new. You got my point? Understood? Some new initiatives along with existing. Remember, along with existing. I hope proactive actions you understood. Now go to the above sentence here. Proactive actions, part of the managers to improve company's market position and financial performance. Okay. Look here. Proactive is a planned strategy whereas wait. Company's current strategy flows from, look here, previous actions, business approaches that are working very well. You have to use previous actions, business approaches that are working very well, newly initiated actions, and all the actions that will improve your performance. So whatever actions that were initiated before, they were working successfully or they are working successful, then continue them. If an action which has been, suppose new marketing strategy you started, it's working very well. New technology you launched, it's working very well. New method of selling the goods you started, it's working very well. Something new you started, it's working well. Plus new. So ongoing existing actions. Along with existing actions, you also have to start new actions, new techniques of marketing, new ways of advertisement, new ways of packaging, new ways of distribution, new ways of reaching customers, etc., etc. These things you have to do. You got my point? That is proactive action. So therefore, you see, strategy is partly deliberate, proactive, and about how to position the company in marketplace and to compete, so on. So things happen that cannot be fully anticipated. But okay. Now my question is what? Let us understand first what is proactive. Continue doing what you have been doing. Continue implementing what have been successfully implemented plus new. That is proactive. That means if you want to reach this strategy, you cannot reach this unless and until you start adding something new to what has already been following, that is existing. That is proactive strategic elements. And now understand, okay, I'm implementing. But when I'm implementing, there is a possibility competitor will be little smart and he's smarter than me. He might introduce some new methods. So just because I'm implementing something new, that does not mean competitor will keep quiet. Competitor will definitely start something new. Some unanticipated, unexpected events might happen in the market. When unexpected, unanticipated events happen in the market, you must react also, no? See, always remember, you do what you're supposed to do. You also have to do what others are doing. Otherwise, customer will ask a question, sir, why are you not doing what others are doing? Customer will 100% will ask you, why are you not doing what others are doing? Hey, I'm doing something different. No, it's okay, sir, but do that also, no? Do that also, no? Do that also, no? That's what he says. So reactive actions are basically what? Adaptive reactions means according to the change in circumstances, you react to that. Somebody is giving 10% discount plus new technology. You have to give 10% discount plus whatever you are using, you have to use. You can't say, I will only provide what I've decided to provide. You also have to react to the situations that are happening in the market. So reactive actions are basically what? Reactive actions are basically responding to the changes that are happening in the market. If you do not respond to the changes that are happening in the market, you continue implement what you believe. What if customer wanted that also? What if customer wanted that also? You say you're running a hotel, you're giving a delicious food, new food you started, but other fellow is also introducing something called free home delivery. And you are saying, I'm giving new better food, so I won't give a free delivery. No, it doesn't work. Give what he's giving, do what he's doing, plus you do whatever you have decided to do new. This is where you will be able to reach the strategy. So understand now, overall summary is what? Better use your experience, use your capabilities. And if you want to reach this particular strategy, what are you supposed to do? You may have to do something new along with existing actions which are already successful. You may have to react to the circumstances which are unanticipated, unexpected, unpredictable. Below you see now? See this below? It says these things happen that cannot be fully anticipated. Therefore, when market competitive condition take an unexpected turn, then you must react. In such case, some amount of reaction adjustment is needed. You expected something that would go smoothly, but in the market, something else happened. When something else has happened in the market, what are you supposed to do? You must be able to react and do what others are doing. That is, therefore, company strategy is always developed in response to unforeseen. That means you have to develop strategy in such a way, if unexpected events have come up or if unexpected events are happening to your surprise, you have to immediately change your strategy and adapt to that. So crafting a strategy involves proactive actions, new actions, successful actions, plus reactive actions. See, he's using the word adapting. Adapting in the sense, better don't say what others are doing, I won't do. You might have to provide what others are doing sometimes. Otherwise, some consumers might expect what others are doing. At the same time, they expect new. They appreciate that you're doing something new, but you are not providing what others are doing. Just because you keep your hotel clean, if you're not giving adequate chutney sambar, why will they accept, man? Because others are giving buckets and buckets of sambar in South India generally. And if you're not providing the same thing, you say, no, my hotel is clean, my chair is clean, my staff is clean, my food is delicious. Okay, Baba, but where is the quantity? Where is the quantity? That's why some of us generally don't like, even though taste is very good, some restaurants, what do? They give less quantity. Next time we won't go. We say, hey, it's not worth it. It means the quantity, the food is very taste, but the quantity is not good. Everybody is giving more quantity. They might not be tasty, but more quantity. Some consumers like this. Understood? So, for example, they gave in your textbook revolutionary changes in payment system. Nowadays, you cannot expect people to pay cash only. So there is a UPI payment. So if everybody is happening payment, accepting payment through UPI, you should also be. One more example: ketchup brand making healthier ketchup with less sugar, because number of people in the country are very particular about more sugar. It's not only diabetic patients. Everybody is more concerned about more sugar, because more sugar is always danger for anybody. So in such case, introducing that will attract people. Understood? So moral of the story, overall strategy should be, now I'm using the strategy should be proactive, reactive. Proactive means continue implementing the actions which were implemented, which are going on, plus new actions. And if there are unexpected turns and what you call twists in the market, then you must be able to adapt yourself to the changes. Do what others are doing and do what you have decided to do, something new. Then you will reach what? New strategy. Sorry, you will achieve new strategy. You understand chat meaning? So this box is talking about company having some experience, company having some capabilities, etc. With the help of these things, company has decided to reach number one position. To reach this number one position, two routes you have. One route is you have to implement what you are implementing plus new, that is proactive. At the same time, if there are unexpected changes in the market, you must be able to adapt yourself. You must react. If you cannot ignore the changes that are happening in the market. So company strategy should be proactive and reactive. 3 marks question you can expect on this, very important. As it is direct question, they will ask you whether company strategy should be proactive or reactive. Then you will start to answer, yes, it has to be proactive, react. Then explain what is proactive, what is reactive. Then draw the chart, then explain in brief those 4 points. Then your answer will be perfect. All right. Always remember this paper, you have to read the concept, then after completing the chapter, you always have to go through questions. So I will also show you question paper booklet. I'm preparing a question paper booklet, and some questions I'm giving answers, some questions I'm not going to give answers, because I want you to write the answers. So after completion of the chapter, I will give you exactly the list of questions, and list of questions that were asked, list of questions that are expected. In that way we will give you, so that your preparation will be proper. Do not neglect strategic management. In group 2 CA Inter, strategic management score matters a lot. 30-35 easily you can score out of 50, and this will definitely help you to score better aggregate in the exam. All right, have a good day, take care.